for the shut
We're
up,
gonna
time to
get
go.
we're gonna get
That was it.
grilled by Gnolls in a few moments here,
Oh,
so I don't know.
I I had a reason not to. Yeah, I had like
Okay.
one more thing to do, which is okay. But I think we are live on all of the things.
Sweet.
Just verifying. Yep.
Which is working.
Looks like we're live. Very good. Very good. So, yeah, my name is Mighty Beard, and tonight we're going to be playing some D&D. This is from our Agents of B.E.A.R.D campaign. It's a shared world, shared campaign / West Marches style. We've got about like 15 to 20 different players sprinkled in between 3 active groups right now, but you're all doing different things. You can head on over to agentsofbeard.com. Links for that in the description, or if you're listening on or watching on Twitch, should be in the bio somewhere. But yeah, access to lore, access to session recaps, player information. Majority of us are content creators on YouTube, as well as streamers on Twitch, amongst other things. And yeah, so you can get links to everyone and what they do, to yeah, spread the love and find out more about them. But again, this is D&D, and tonight we are playing with the group out of Sydund. This is Attack of the Gnolls, session number 41. And how we got here, they started off in Sydund, which is our southern hub of our little homebrewed world here. And they got a job through the Adventurers Guild. They're all members, and so that is how they get assignments and whatnot. And a job that they got was to head to the Bearded Jungle, as well as Storm Island, which is also a part of the jungle, to try and collect plants. And that is because Svamp, who is a native furbolg from the continent, put together an idea, a concept for the Records Guild and the sages out in Sydund, to help them produce water. Because right now it's a desert, and there is no source of fresh water. So they are pumping water from Easton, from Whitmore, and that's like they're getting barrels of fresh water, basically. And it's not ideal. They need a source of fresh water. So Svamp's idea was to use plants and precipitation and all that, science, biology, I guess.
Water cycle.
Yeah, but the plant life in Sydund is cactuses and dead bushes and other not really. I mean, they retain water, but they do not give out water. So the hope is that in the jungle they can find some plants that hopefully can be transplanted and studied and put into use in a bit of a greenhouse type setting to be able to create water. So the party, last session we were together, the party had traveled to Storm Island by boat. They have been here for a few hours, and they have basically, I'm going to bring all of you over to this map as well. So they basically landed on the X, which was a campsite that the party had found last time that they were out here, and started from there because it was familiar territory, and headed into the jungle. They have moved 3 hexes. So hexes are 2 miles, so it takes a couple hours maybe to travel and to explore. And yeah, so far they have found some stuff The other guy is herbalist slash poisoner. So he is good at checking plants for what they can do and what they provide, and if they're poisonous, and what to eat, what not to eat, what to avoid, that sort of thing. Where we left off, though, was the party had heard the rushing water off into a distance, and as well as a very large tree that they could see from on top of a hill. And so they decided to travel towards the tree, towards the water, found a campsite that had been ravaged, pillaged, if you will. Obvious signs of fights. The party is pretty confident that it was Gnolls, and who is known to be in this area and have also been seen by members of this party previously. They found another encampment. This one seemed a lot stronger, better built, but as they entered in, it seemed rather empty. But before they could really explore, they were attacked, maybe. It's kind of, there's a lot of action going on right now, but Gnolls are accosted. Yeah, Gnolls are charging. They had basically tried to shoot a homunculus servant that looks like a rock out of the air, and that is where we'll pick up. But before we do that, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Let's go ahead and start with Sunbear.
Hello, I'm Sunbear. I am playing the Warforged Artificer Draco. He is shaped like a drake, which is a four-legged lizard-like creature. He is the bestest boy, and he is just doing his level best to help everyone he can while he goes about his mission to protect the continent and do violence to the thing he's based on.
Which is kind of out of nowhere. I mean, you don't even know these guys. But still, we'll see. We'll see how things play out. Next is the Loon. Say hello.
Hello, peoples of the interwebs. It's the Lunatic back again, and I am playing Salix. I'm a tree carried by a Warforged, ostensibly, and I am not planning on doing any violence against any trees anytime soon. That could change. Who knows?
Next up, we have the person who is kind of in charge of, or at least the reason why this mission is happening, and that is Bexilla.
Hi, my name is Bexilla. I am playing Svamp. Svamp is a Circle of Spores druid and a furbolg. She has an obsession with the natural order of life and death, which presents itself in a strange love for mushrooms and fungus. And for some reason, some of her party mates seem to think that she's also the leader of the party, which she does not quite agree with.
All hail Leader Svamp.
No.
Thank you, Group Mom.
No!
And last but not least, we have Plasma Hero.
Hello, I'm gonna be playing Zilis, the Triton rogue.
Sorry, Titan.
No, I'm not. I'm not a Titan. I'm very
big.
short, actually. Who's here to help out and explore the jungle a bit, and yeah, generally have a be help. Try to use his stealthy abilities for good.
All right, so again, where we last left off with you guys, you had located an encampment And as you began to explore, found a door that was pretty sturdy. You knocked on it. No one answered. You look through the posts of the wall, which is all made out of like trunks and large branches of wood. And again, doesn't seem like anyone was around. You opened up the door, walked through, and yeah, it seemed rather empty. So let's go ahead and bring you guys over to this map. And so I added some little extra details in here because the old
It's
map
pretty.
was a little bit bare. So yes.
Logs.
So we got yeah, that main section was a little bit I think difficult to visualize before. So yes, there are logs. There is also a cleaned off barkless log that is seemingly ready to start being worked on. But yeah, you've got like a lot of plant growth in here. You've got trees. On the outside, you also have trees. But yeah, as you guys walked in, just to refresh us on the context, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. Look rather small, so probably residences, that sort of thing. There's a larger building in the back, and yeah. Before you could really step further, that is when the rock flew in. So Draco, you had basically assigned it the task of watching around the river, make sure that things don't happen. So as it was in the process of flying in, you guys would have seen an arrow, and yes, the rock is warning you. But across from the river, which would be the south of this map, you are seeing at least what seems like a dozen gnolls as they charge forward, and they are making some noise. So before we actually begin combat, just curious, what is everyone's thoughts? Like, what's running through your head right now?
So I just want to reiterate that when I gave him the instructions and whatnot, I specifically did state, look out for anything dangerous, in particular Gnolls. So I, in Draco's infinite childish wisdom, turn to friend Svamp, and go, friend Svamp.
Well, I'm also recalling that we saw an arrow shoot past rock, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it hit let's say the tree on the left of the map.
Okay.
In the front. So real quick, just to again provide some more context, the river and the Gnolls are a good 60 maybe 90 feet away from you guys, because you guys aren't right up on the river. You are set back quite a bit, so about 90 feet. So it will yeah, there will be some time before they actually get out here.
Door closed. Door closed. Closed door. Door closed. Close
Close the door. Close the door.
Yeah, that's
don't like
fine.
that.
Yeah, you can close the door.
And we barricade door.
Can we
but again,
put something to lock this?
Again, we're not looking for actions here. I just want to know from a personal standpoint, like, what is going through your mind right now, because you're in this like unknown place. It could be made by Gnolls. This could be their home. I think that was what was suggested before by Svamp. I think
it was just their encampment or whatever it is. Yeah.
So it could be.
I don't think this is an encampment. I think this is a village. Because this does not seem that temporary to me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Terminology, that is fair. Yeah. So it could be theirs, or it just could be an empty place, or who knows? Who knows who actually owns this place, because you guys have not been able to really
Right.
investigate that so far.
We haven't been here long enough, but first
Yes.
impressions is we've wandered into their home. Oops.
Yeah.
I don't believe, based on my knowledge, that Gnolls are very fond of negotiating or talking things out. Could be wrong, but based on my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge. I don't know a lot about gnolls. I know about dragons and other reptiles.
Svamp would be kind of like, oh, shoot, what do we do? Panic.
Friend Swamp.
Mm.
That's a gnoll lot of problems.
There it was. Just out of character to the audience. Loon and Sunbear have been developing and sitting on puns for the better part of a week and a half. So prepare yourselves.
Yes.
They're coming.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bex.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'm so sorry, but they're here.
Are you ready for the punishment?
No.
No, she's not.
Nope. So Swamp would just be full panic mode. She's not prepared for this fight.
No,
Yes.
I don't. None of us are.
No.
Draco is not either.
Yeah. So so Draco, for you, yes, your rock came flying with urgency to warn you. Unfortunately, it didn't give you much of a heads up. You're still within 12 seconds probably of encountering these guys. The other thing that I would say is that both Draco and Svamp, you both have encountered Gnolls before when you were looking for the Forgotten Son. You encountered them on the ship. They were on the ship, basically pillaging it. Had stolen a bunch of stuff and had barricaded doors because of undead. There was an undead issue on the ship. And yeah, you guys like had basically climbed up and began attacking. Now that was at the advice of your ship's captain. I can't recall her name. I can't recall her name. Captain Brender or something. Yeah. Yes, but Gnolls piratey and are antagonistic and big old jerks, and you're better off just taking them out. And so you did.
Draco quickly turns to the others because obviously they saw the arrow, but from what he told Rock to do with his specific instructions of if Gnolls screech 3 times, if I remember my instructions correctly, then as Rock has screeched 3 times,
yes,
Draco turns to the rest of the group and goes, Gnolls, incoming, prepare for battle.
Yes.
And that's basically all he has time for.
Okay. Zilis, again, just thoughts. If you've got a free action you want to take, you can take a free action, but otherwise I just want to know, like, from your character standpoint, like what is going through your head right now?
Probably, like, assuming they're gonna try to probably kill us. They're gonna have to first get through this door or wall. So that's the first thing that we need to try to prevent, but then also either get out of here or defeat them. And getting out of here, to Zilis at least, would be the easier option. So he's probably looking for either a source of water or a way out. Or both.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Let's pause for that. Salix. What's going on in Salix's mind right now?
Salix is probably there's calculations and things happening behind the empty eyes. I mean in within the leaves, of course. And he's probably he's looking at the distance between them and us, and watching their speed, and kind of looking around this place and wondering about its connection to the large tree, which we had been headed towards, which is presumably off in this dark space that I can't see anything in. But
yeah.
The other thought is whether to go off to the side unobtrusively, cast bark skin, and basically just become invisible. Just another tree sitting in the clearing, the plaza.
Warforged with bark skin. This is normal.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Why not?
Like it. I like it.
I like it.
All right. So let's do this. This will be our session D6 roll. Yeah.
Oh boy.
What we're looking for is sixes and ones. Just a straight
Draco!
D6 roll.
Draco did it good.
Yeah, we're looking for two numbers, ones and sixes. Ones, worst case scenario happens. 6, someone's looking out for you, and yeah, things are potentially better than they could be.
Didn't we have 2 ones last session?
The last
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
The last session for Agents of Beard, which was the group out of Easton now, I believe, could be wrong, but I believe we had 3 ones of the 4.
Gee bus.
It was a bad roll for that.
I think we like last time we played this
Yes.
group. I think we had 2 ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
And
Ones are common.
it shows. It
Yeah,
shows
ones
with
are-
our current.
Yeah.
So good job, Draco.
Yes,
Thumbs up.
we have a
Peter Svamp
6.
approves.
We have a 6, which
Sure.
means yeah, things could be beneficial for you today. So
Beautiful. I already have terrible ideas.
Zilis, your perception
Yes.
check as you look around. Well, first of all, just a reminder of the context of this location. The river has been very slow. So just like wading pool slow. Like there's just minimal movement of pushing it towards the west. Up until this point, and then it's starting to get a little bit faster. So I would say, yeah, jumping into the river here would be a bit difficult terrain for swimming, but yeah, it just overall sounds very loud here. Even right now, as you guys are like trying to communicate, it is sounding very loud, and that is undetermined why. You know that the river is kind of coming through here, but it sounds like there is like another waterfall like right behind you guys. So again, context: to the north of this map is the large tree that you guys were tracking, that you guys were heading to. So yeah, it is a just rushing water sound. The smell is definitely water, wet plants, wet earth. And again, you guys are in the jungle, so it is very hot. But Zilis, perception check, 17. This is what you would know. These buildings are only about 10 feet high. It is
Okay.
thatched roofing, but yeah, it's thatched roofing, so it's flat on top. So theoretically, you could climb up that and get out if you needed to escape. The actual walls themselves are a good like 15 feet high on average, but again, they're like thick pieces of wood, like not made in a mill. They just chopped them and propped them up. So the height varies, but on average, they're about 15 feet high. Not knowing what the inside of the buildings look like, it's hard to tell if there's any exits through the outside, but likely not, considering they've walled in this section. You've also got a tree right here that is it's plausible that you can climb up that, get on top of the roof from there, and escape, or at least get a higher vantage point.
Okay.
Now, we're about to go into initiative order. But before we do, now I'm going to ask everyone else to roll a perception. And Zilis, I'll put you in this list. And if you get better, great. If not, we'll retain that 17.
Yeah, let's keep that 17.
Oh, Salix.
Oh no.
Pretty trees are pretty.
He is just tree. He's bark.
I'm distracted by the big tree and by the desecration of the logs in the clearing. And
Oh yeah, is that like seeing dead bodies?
it's shocking. It's
Giant corpses.
just man.
Mm-hmm.
My brethren.
All right, so yeah, we got a 15, we got an 8, a 6 from Salix. That's a crit fail 6, and a 13 from Zilis. We'll use that 17 from before. And this is going to take place after you guys close the door. So you guys close the door, start looking around, start preparing of what's going to happen here. And again, we've got these 4 buildings. Doors are closed, made out of wood, same kind of wood that the rest of the buildings are made out of, which appear to be whatever this kind of tree is. Same wood that's that the gate the gate and the wall are made out of. But Svamp and Zilis, I would say you both are going to notice 2 things. One, there is foot traffic here. It does seem like there was life here. But since you've been here, you haven't heard anything, you haven't seen anything from inside of the walls. But foot traffic has patted down some of the grass, some of the moss that's around. However, that is starting to grow again. So I think from Svamp's perspective, you would think that they probably whoever again built this place, but haven't been back for a while. At least a 10-day.
Interesting.
But based on the fact that no sound and no obvious life around, yeah, it appears to be abandoned or freshly made and just no inhabitants as of yet. Zilis, you would, again, as you're looking around, you would notice right behind Draco, there appears to be something on the ground over here. The ground just kind of looks different. So you've got like these bushes that are on top, but there's definitely something in this area that the ground just looks different. It just looks off to you. So that is just something that you would you would perceive. You're not sure what it is, but yeah, it just looks weird. And with that, let's go ahead and get some initiative rolls.
Ah!
Oh,
Draco
no.
used all his luck up on the 6.
I just don't like the idea of Salix going first.
How do I crit fail my perception check and then crit succeed on my initiative?
You're literally hiding as a tree right now.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Beard, question.
Just need
Yes. Go ahead.
No bard tonight?
Oh no, no music tonight.
Okay.
We're experimenting here, and yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. But as of right now, we're gonna try it without music and see how it goes.
It's gotta be in your head.
I was just asking. I just noticed.
All right, so top of the order, Salix. Door has been closed. Chaos is about to start. You know that the Gnolls are on their way about 90 feet ahead, meaning at least 12 seconds before they get here.
12 seconds before they get here.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 3 turns?
2.
Or 2 turns, excuse me. I can
Yes.
count and do math and things. The dead trees are very distracting. Oy vey, this is there. I acknowledge that I'm not noticing much, but is there anything about the door that can be locked or barricaded, or is it just kind of sitting there loosely, as far as I can tell?
His door.
Yes. Let me take a look at your sheet real quick. So yeah, I would say even with passive perception, you would know that there is a little notch, a little holder that seems ready to hold a piece of wood. So a notch on either side of the door can hold probably a thick thick piece of wood.
A
Like
board
2x4.
or something.
Yeah,
presumably.
board. There we go. I was looking for that board. Yeah. But yes, it could hold a board. And looking around, you do know you're not seeing anything around you, but on the other side of this, you do see scraps of wood. So could easily pick up one of those, bring it back over, and place it there.
Okay. Conversely, how heavy are the logs? Is that something that possibly 2 Warforged could move to place in front of the door, or are they too big for even that?
Easily, I mean, the logs are 20 feet high, pretty thick. These are tree trunks, not just standard logs. So, but yeah, pretty heavy. Probably you know, with all the leaves and the twigs around it, they look like probably live trees, at least, you know, up until recently. So yeah, pretty I would
Pretty
say
heavy.
all of you together could probably do it, but it would take an effort to roll something like that over.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, I will probably immediately go for um some the bits that I see that I could stick in to lock the door.
Okay, so that would take I believe all of your movement just to like get there, ish.
25 feet, yeah. If I could hold on. Can I? No, no, no. Not that one, not that one. This one. There, maybe? What on planet Mars?
We appear to be stuck in place.
Hold on. Select
Time
token.
is frozen.
Oh, okay, okay. There we go. I don't know what controls I had selected, but it wasn't the right ones. So come over here to grab a board, and then what I would have 5 feet of movement remaining from the 25.
Okay, so running over there with 25 to pick up a board. That's a free action, so just interaction with an object. So yeah, you could pick up a board and then turn to run back. You would have to dash to get back there, but either way, it's not an action that you could take to place the board.
Okay, so placing the board would have to be like a next turn thing.
Correct. Yes. Or you could instruct someone, hold it out, and have them do it.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, yes, I will dash on back then and hold out the board. Leader Svamp, please lock the door.
Yeah, I can do that.
And that'll end my turn.
Zilis.
Okay. I'm gonna wedge myself between them and then run over here to check out that thing on the floor.
Okay. Roll me perception or investigation.
Investigation. We'll say that because looking closely.
18. Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
All right. So 18. Yes, as you get closer to that spot, you will notice that there is two things. One, there is a little bit of stickiness, visual stickiness that you're seeing on these plants. They're just dripping. They're just dripping like sap. But underneath, there does appear, as far as on the ground itself, there does appear to be a hole there. It seems like there is some twigs that are covering the gap, but there is like a piece of like well, it's like leaves, basically like leaves and like grass, sod that they've placed over top of this. But yeah, you would be able to tell that any step on this block and you would fall into a hole. And yeah, I would say with that 18, peeking through, it's a good 10 feet down.
But it's not like a secret hallway or anything. It's a trap.
The trap.
It could be a secret opening, but I would say your experience as a adventurer, just how it's set up, If it was a secret exit out, that would probably be somewhere else, not in the middle of the grass.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I'll let them know. Stay away from here. Trap, false floor here. And I'm trying to see if I have any spells that could help, but without water, I can't cast shape water. So, and that was my only idea.
Would water pouch, what are those called?
A canteen.
Water skins.
Yeah, water skins.
Water skin.
Would those help you?
My worry was that wouldn't be enough. So I could do up to a 5-foot cube. And so I feel like a water skin would just not be enough. I do have a few water skins. For some reason. I don't know why I have so many.
Yeah, so you choose an area of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube, and you can manipulate it. So to do anything effective, I would say water skin probably is out of the question. You're unaware of any other water sources that are here, and the river is 90 feet away.
Yeah, range is 30 feet. Okay, here's a random idea. I'm gonna assume the answer is no. Could I cast Ray of Frost to like freeze the door?
Well,
like could I shoot it at like the base where like the two doors meet and at the floor?
Ray of Frost does not work that way. Ray of Frost is not to freeze something; it's just to cause bitter cold damage. Real quick before you continue, though, I do want to make it clear: you're aware of this trap. You do not have the ability, or at least time, to figure out how to deactivate it. It just looks like as soon as someone steps on it, they'll probably fall. I just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, you could well, your investigation took your action also. So
okay, gotcha.
You can definitely like get prepared to do that if they break down the door, but yeah, if it involves an action, you've already used it.
Yeah. I'll pull out my wand. That's the only other thing I can think out of doing. Just ready my wand. I can't use it yet, so I'm just pulling it out of my pocket or whatever. And
sounds good.
Wait. Let me check one thing. My no, that wouldn't help. Okay, never mind. Yep, that'll be my turn.
All right, Svamp. As you're prepping to formulate a strategy of what you're about to do, Salix runs over and is holding a board and tells you to lock the door.
Yep. Give me that.
I like to think of it that I, very coolly came flying up on my treads, and like sideways, like a skier, and
you for sure Tokyo drifted to me this board for sure. You definitely didn't look like a very dorky Wally tree.
Of course, no, it's very cool, very cool.
Yeah, I will definitely take this board and put it in its locking mechanism spot thing.
Okay. So yeah, taking it would be no issue. Placing it would be no issue. That'd be your free action.
Okay. And then I'm gonna yell to Zilis. We can use that trap against the Gnolls. Get on the other side of it. And then I think I'm just gonna cast Shillelagh on
All right.
my thing as a
Very
as
good.
a
Very good. Real quick, before we continue, retainers.
Oh, yes.
What did we do
Huh?
with them? Do you guys
They
remember?
should be
Oh.
in here
They
with
should be
us.
hiding.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought we said last time.
I vaguely remember that they were in here somewhere behind you guys.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember where. I should have made tokens. That's fine. Okay.
I would maybe want to put them like here-ish, maybe, like tucked out of the way.
Go hide in the corner.
Yeah.
Could be
If you
good.
value your life, do not get near us.
Could be good to maybe yell at them to say check the buildings and maybe around the back of the enclosure for an escape.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
Ah!
What was that?
We'll get one guy here.
That was so funny. I don't know why,
And
but it
we'll get
was.
another guy.
Oh my jeez, giant dude.
Yeah. Yep, that was what got
It's a
Loon.
cowboy.
He's very
We
big.
got the beefy help with us. Forget us fighting. They can just walk over and lay down on the Gnolls, and it'll be done. So it'll be great.
You know, I was envisioning like a wimpy nerd to be the cartographer, not this
Not
guy.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, not
No,
Indiana Jones.
You can't see under the hat brim, so who knows? You could be ginger and freckled and spectacled as
Don't call
anything.
Plasma out like that.
I'm right here.
Not goggles, spectacles.
Listen here, just because
Totally.
McCree doesn't have his guns in this universe doesn't mean he's not useful.
Is it high
All
noon?
right. Well, you guys have closed the door, and you're all in a position where you really can't see out the front. You have no idea what the Gnolls are doing. There's definitely activity. There's definitely voices, but they are not speaking in a language that anyone will recognize. But again, it's pretty. It's a good like 60 feet away kind of vibe that you guys are getting. Draco.
Draco honestly has had 3 different plans, and all of them will end in failure.
As the usual.
Number 1 requires opening the door. We're not doing that.
That'll fail because Svamp will stop you.
Yep.
I just closed it, darn it.
Number 2 is probably the easier one, and that's just look for a spot to actually look outside. And that won't work very well because I don't know where we need to go.
Well, if you remember, you have some vision out currently, so you know that there is some visual gaps in between the slats in the wall.
The other option, can I use Rock's turn before Draco's?
I'll allow it.
Wonderful. I want Rock to fly to the top of this post right here.
All right, so let's put Rock 20 feet up. And what is the instruction?
Go up, and I'm pretty sure I can see through Rock, can't I? I don't remember.
Token-wise, yes. Token-wise, yes. I haven't figured out how not to do that. But for now, let me know if you can actually do that. It is not a find familiar, so I don't think it works in that regard.
So, what I want to do is I can channel magic through Rock.
Yeah.
I want Rock to fly up 20 feet above all the gnolls, find the biggest grouping of them that he can, and then I'm going to cast the second level Shatter.
Boy, we're kicking this thing off, huh?
Yep, that sounds like it.
There's no. I'm pretty sure we've reached the point where we realize, hey, they've attacked Rock. They are very willing to attack us.
Well,
If you want to try for diplomacy, I have another plan for that, but that is not going to end well for us, probably.
well, I don't know.
That was plan number one.
You do. We're meta playing. We gotta stop that. You do what you do. We'll deal with consequences.
Plan number one, like Draco's come up with this plan. Plan number one was use Alter Self to turn into large female Gnoll and walk out and distract.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not do anything bad, just distract.
Oh no.
Sounds like
All right,
something out of Naruto.
Real quick, for my purposes, can you tell me, again, I'm not completely familiar with homunculus service, but I'm not seeing anything that specifies this piece of it. But being able to send a spell through it, can you find where that is?
It's under his features, actions, channel magic. The homunculus delivers a spell you cast that has a range of touch. The homunculus must be within 120 feet of you.
Delivers a spell you cast that has a range of touch. And
so I don't know if that means the spell itself has to be touch, or he can only deliver it through touching something.
No, it can extend that out. Let me take that back. First of all, let's look at Shatter, because Shatter I do not believe is touch. No, that is a range that it specifies. So like Cure Wounds is a touch spell. So the range is touch. You touch someone and then you can heal them, whatever the dice is. So this allows you to extend that. So you can take your familiar, or in this case, the homunculus servant, and be able to send it out to do the touching for you. But yes, it would require a touch.
It would require him touching something.
Yes.
I think I'll hold off on all of that then and look for a different position so we can actually see. Is there any raised platforms or anything Draco can get on?
As of right now, you've got the logs, but probably not as high as you want. You've got the buildings that are roughly 10 feet tall. You could try to climb up there. They're thatched roofs. No way to know how sturdy those are.
Draco is very heavy. He will fall through. I don't see a good way of doing this. Draco is going to move right here. Or he's trying to. Draco wants to move somewhere he can see out right by the door is the problem. And I don't think there's a spot for that.
Svamp has a good spot for that.
What? Oh, Svamp can currently see outside?
Well, not currently, but she will be able to when it's her turn again. Fine.
All right. If Svamp can do that, Draco's just going to prepare for the inevitable. I'm going to cast Booming Blade, which I'm going to put on my Thunder Gauntlet. So using this, I basically am just buffing my weapon for the next attack. At least I think that's how that reads. Am I right? Or hello?
No. Start over. I moved
I'm
your
sorry,
I moved your servant up 20 feet, and I couldn't figure out why vision wasn't working. So, yes, I figured it out. Can you repeat yourself?
Okay, I'm fairly certain because Swamp has an idea, as I'm assuming we've told each other in this instance.
Yes.
Rock can see outside, so his turn's done. He's not gonna do anything else. Draco is just going to prepare for when the doors open eventually, and he's going to cast Booming Blade, which is a cantrip, which I'm going to put on my Thunder Gauntlet for my next attack when I actually hit something, because this says I brandish a weapon, and with my next hit, or on a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack's normal effect, and then the booming energy will hit.
Okay.
So
what was the instruction for Rock?
Rock is going to go up there and crow once for every enemy he sees.
He's gonna crow for every enemy he sees. He's gonna crow 5 times.
5 times. Okay.
Yeah.
So at minimum, there are 5 enemies, which I relay to everyone else.
Okay. Salix.
Okay. I'm a little bit conflicted on whether I want to find a spot to be able to look out, or if perhaps I think
Instead of dragging yourself over, go one like use your arrow keys to move over, because that is going to
I
reveal
was
some
just
vision for
measuring
you.
distance. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just measuring some distance. Because right now I'm thinking about our squishy dudes off and on the side there, and the fact that the gnolls have arrows and there are gaps in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I would kind of like. I think I kind of want to usher them to better cover. At the very least, kind of get over there to be able to, have them perhaps move up somewhere else, and be in between them and potential incoming arrows is kind of my thought.
Okay.
I think I'm going to move here.
Yes. Remember, use arrows. Use your arrow keys.
Okay, sure.
Because
that
I've
case,
got
I will-
animations turned off, but I want to specify some things as you go. So as you
Okay.
get here and you're looking down to the south, you know that there's at least one gnoll that is hiding behind this tree. But I would
Okay.
say you would be able to see with just your passive perception. You'd know for sure that there's a few there.
Okay. See one, but there's more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's see here. Man, do our helpers have names? I feel like they had names.
That is incorrect. I did not give them names before.
Bill and Joel.
Bill and
Yeah,
Joel.
give me 1 second. And because it was asked before, and I said no, don't worry about it. But I think in this case, it probably does make sense. So you have a human. and you have a elf-like person, maybe half elf.
Mhm.
So a man in a hat is your cartographer. His name is Oust. And the human name is Erland.
Oust and Erland. Perfect.
Yeah. Or
Unit
Oust.
Oust.
No.
Oust.
We'll say
Oust.
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 Yeah, we'll
Oust.
say Oust. Yeah, I like Oust.
Unit Oust. Unit Erland. This unit recommends you move up to cover. Perhaps try to get inside of this building. And then man, let's see here. How far have I moved? 20 feet, I think. I've got 2 more feet in me.
Yes. Well, 2 more.
Or two more
blocks.
feet. 2 more
2 more
squares.
Yeah.
I am going to move. So having noticed the gnolls there, I'm going to move a little further that direction.
Okay. And that is when you will see out on the left side, you've got at least 2. One is definitely wearing some kind of chain armor. Another one is holding a shield, and they just seem to be like out in the open, ready for whatever.
Presumably actively moving towards us? Or are they just
No,
standing there?
Yeah, they kind of have just arrived, and you see this one orchestrating. So he's
Okay.
instructing the ones to the left by the tree to whatever. Again, it's in whatever language they speak. You cannot understand it. He's going to point to the other side as well, to do the same. It sounds like.
Okay, so that one is presumably like their captain or leader or something.
You would
Such.
get that impression, yeah.
Okay. I am going to move my last 1 square if I can. There we go. Okay. Okay, and
Yep.
then I'm going to. Would I have the ability to quickly shout what I have observed at the other people, or have I used too many speaking?
Free action is whatever can fit within 6 seconds, and I feel like you instructing them at the way you talk, I would say that would be your 6 seconds as you're like moving.
Cool.
Yeah, all this has happened at the same time, so yeah, I would say that's your free action.
Alrighty. Let me just look at one thing here quick. So I have this magic stone spell. Do I need to prepare by like grabbing things, or can I just kind of cast around at any point in time and find stones or pebbles or whatever to
Yes, I
hurtle through the air?
very much so enjoy the spell. I would say this would be something that you would always have 3 pebbles on you. So you'd have the 3
so
pebbles
I
on
would,
you just by I mean, you've been in here for 6 miles so far. I would say, yeah, you would have had plenty of time to pick up pebbles.
Draco's like, man, those rocks aren't even shiny. Why is he picking those up?
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. In that case, I think I'm going to. I moved into a spot where I can't see quite as much, which is unuseful to me. But this guy over here, you said was armed with like a shield.
He has a shield. Also has a longsword.
Okay. Did the other guy that I noticed, was he an archer, or was I not able to determine enough?
Roll me a perception.
Perception.
Okay. I will give this one to you. There is no armor on it. This one in particular is in the currently has nothing in its hands, but you can see like looped around its neck and like on its back is a net.
Oh, fascinating. Okay. Cool. Well, then, in that case, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to end my turn.
All right, very good, Zilis.
So
You got instructed from Svamp to use the trap as
yes.
For the Gnolls. Otherwise, yes, you've made everyone aware of the trap. You know that Rock has gone up on top. I'm just going to move Rock back here so you guys can see it, but Rock is up on top here. Has squawked a few times. And Salix has moved to the left to and instructing the your retainers to go somewhere else. What would you like to do?
So if we're gonna use the trap ourselves, then I guess I'll move like right over there. So that's 20 feet. See, I can't do much else.
5, 10, 15. That'd be 15 feet of your movement. You know, Salix has instructed them to head into one of the buildings if they can get in.
Okay, then I'll go over there, go here, and try to unlock the door.
Yeah, there's no locking mechanism on it.
Okay, so I could just open that.
Yeah, it looks like you just push it open.
Okay.
Yep, you push it open. Oh, sorry. Push it open, and it is empty. There is a door up to the north here that you can see, but otherwise, yeah, it appears to be empty. And matted down tall grass hasn't been cleared out yet. No floor.
Okay.
No proper floor. It's just grass. Yeah.
Could I poke my head into the room up here?
10, 15, 20. Yeah, you've got 30 feet of movement, and opening doors, from my perspective, as far as my ruling, is part of your movement. Again,
Okay.
It looks like a door you can probably just push open with your shoulder.
Okay, so I'll do that.
I'm just going to move you away from the door,
Yeah.
just so you're not clicking the door. But yes, it appears to be another empty room.
Wonderful. Okay.
But you got a thatched roof on top. You would be very aware of that, which makes this this place dark.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm about out of action, so I'll just use my.
That's out of your that's your movement. You still have your
Or,
actions.
yeah,
You still have
movement.
your free action. You have bonus.
I'll
actions.
use my cunning action so I can dash.
Okay.
And then I'll just come right down here and I'll yell to the folks down, the help down below, and tell them that the inside's clear to go in, or that room's clear to go in.
Okay.
And Juan's still out. That'll be my turn.
Svamp.
Yes.
Door is closed. Door
Is
is it is locked for all intents and purposes. What are you doing?
We are gonna use some wild shape.
Okay.
It has been a hot
Mm.
minute.
Yeah. And what are you doing? What are you becoming?
Let's see. I do believe I can become a giant wolf spider.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Please don't get trapped on the other side like you did with the zombies.
Nah.
And that was the last we ever saw of Swamp.
And then she was a spider. And now I can climb up. I can climb these things. I can climb them.
Then the
Yes.
rest of us lit her on fire, and
Yeah, not
I mean,
that.
you would see me like poof, and then spider appear. Like-
do you poof with mushroom cloud?
That would be something.
Please no radiation.
Svamp.
That would not be very druid of you.
We're gonna try something here.
Okay.
Can I do? Oops. I got rid of it. Hold on. Can I do like do? No, I can't do that. Can you roll me a 2d8, please?
Mm-hmm.
Seven.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. Mid-range ish.
All right. I don't like that. I think these were 16 before. We'll retain 16. I'll come back to that. I was gonna have you roll hit dice for the spiders just because to see like what happens, but we'll go with 16.
Okay.
All right. So yes, you can climb up. Where where are you climbing?
I want to climb up on the side of one of these round pillory things, up above the wall, so that I can see.
Okay. So, but you want to stay on this side?
I would probably be like just midway, like halfway. I realize that the tiles won't let me, but
You just
like
you want to get above this piece, right?
Yeah.
But not
Yeah.
above not above like the thick boy here.
no, I'd be clinging to the side of the thick boy because I can
Okay.
side crawly.
So I'm gonna put you up about 15 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move you. I'll move you here.
Yay!
And so what you're gonna see is, yes, you've got 3 guys, 2 with the shields, and a longsword. You've got another guy here that appears to be in chainmail. He also has a battle axe in to his side, You would see a dude over here with a longbow.
Mhm.
You'd be aware that there's movement under this tree,
Mhm.
but the branches kind of block some of that vision. Branches
Oh,
block vision of this tree as well, but you know there's at least one or two over there.
Mhm.
But yes, this guy seems to be orchestrating, telling people where to go.
For full transparency, I can hover over
Mhm.
those trees and get little red boxes with my mouse, just so you know.
That is jank. Really? You can hover over the trees and get the boxes?
Yup.
Just these
Little red
these two at the
boxes.
bottom or everywhere?
Well, let's see. I
I'm
see
gonna move someone. So okay, how many can you see in this tree that you're hovering
1,
over right now?
2, 3, and then there's the one that's visible. But there's 3 in this tree.
Including the one that's visible.
Yeah, there's let's see. There's one right there-ish. There's one right here, here-ish.
Okay. Yeah.
It's this one. And then there's
So
this
you can
one.
see all of them. Okay, well that's crazy. All right, well I'll have to
Yeah.
figure that out
I
later, but
can-
don't do that.
Currently, also
Don't
see
do
the
that.
guy that's right behind this block here.
As you
I
just
wanted you to-
spoiled how many things we're fighting.
Well, no, I didn't. I wanted you to know that I could see them, so maybe it could
All
be
right,
fixed
all right.
later.
Well, hey, that's
Live and
that's crazy,
learn.
Foundry. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I think I don't know how the layering system works, but I guess with the height change, I don't know, that could affect it. But yeah, I would. If I really wanted to hide it, I would hide the tokens until.
Okay.
But I did want you guys to be able to walk around and see. So.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, anyways, there's 3 that you can see right in the clearing, and a 4th that's over here, and a 5th that is over here. But
And there's
you're aware they're
Russell.
just. Yeah, you're aware there's probably like a half a dozen to a dozen total around this area.
Gotcha.
What I'm hearing is Rock
so-
can't count well.
Yeah, so that is, I believe, your action to wild shape. That is partial movement. It's only 15 feet of movement. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, not yet. That's it for now.
All right. Gnolls are gonna do Gnoll stuff. So Salix, you would see at least one move up, not the one that you were looking at before. Draco, I would say you do see some movement in around this tree. Branches are pretty thick though. Zilis, you'd be aware of that as well. There is more conversation happening, again, in a language you don't understand. And then, obviously, Giant Wolf Spider, you would see more of that movement out in the open.
Oh, they like me.
Actually, that's a good thought. Can you roll stealth with your spider? I believe spiders do get some stealthy bits. Yeah, you're good with stealth. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Pull up this character sheet.
How big is Giant Wolf Spider?
Medium.
Yeah, it's
So
medium
the
creature.
size of a normal person.
Yeah. All right. All right. So from again, your placement, your placement is just because of how the walls are constructed. So you're actually not exactly where you are. You're just over top of this post. but on the side of the big guy. They don't seem to notice you. But yeah, you've got two that are flanking this door. This guy that is remaining in the back, he instructs them to head up towards the door, and that is their turn. Draco. Again, you would have seen some movement out of the corner of your eye to the right side of the map. So your character's left, but right side of the map.
Okay. So I just want a ruling on a spell because it does not specify it. Because it's not, I don't think it technically counts as a weapon, but I'd also like to just figure it out. If I use the spell Alter Self and choose the natural weapon or the change appearance thing, can I give myself wings to fly? Because it does not specify anywhere in here yes or no.
Well, it kind of alludes to it, right? It says you can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your statistics change. And I would say based
and that would be a fly
that
speed,
wording,
so it would be different.
Yeah. On that wording, yes, you could probably get wings, but no, you do not get the ability to fly.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because I didn't think so, but I just wanted to make sure. So, I'm going to do what I did again last time. I'm going to use rock first before anything else. Rock is going to fly up to where he can see, I don't know, anyone like right in front of the gate, I guess, because I don't know what's going on by these trees. I know I saw something over here to the right, but I don't have any verification on anything.
Yeah.
So I know you said there was like some that were out in the open that Rock could see. So I'm going to cast Magic Missile through Rock using Channel Magic. So Rock uses Channel Magic to...
Well, again, Channel Magic is touch.
Oh, that's
only.
Right. Rock's just going to Force Strike then. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting this.
Okay, so you want... well, let's first look at this this spell. So Force Strike is not in your prepared list. Let's... Oh, is it on its sheet?
It's on Rock's. It's his ranged attack.
Yeah. Okay. Are you okay. All right, that sounds good.
My instruction to Rock is attack anything you see with Force Strike. Any enemies, any gnolls.
Okay.
Yes, please don't attack me.
Yeah, it's gonna have quite a few different targets. So go ahead and roll it.
Okay, the thing is I can't see what Rock sees.
I know.
Yep.
That is on purpose. An 11. All right, so
There's so many numbers here. What the heck?
Give me... I know. I don't understand either. But give me a... Give me a D12. Or roll me a D12, rather.
I shall hand you this dice.
I would like all your D6s.
All right. So an 11. It uses Force Strike, and again, what is the wording of this? That it's not there. Let's
ranged weapon attack. The homunculus servant attacks with its Force Strike, deals 1d4 plus 3 damage, and it's
really
a range
strange.
of 30 feet. I don't know why. It's in like a grayed out section. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, no, it's because it's got to use a wacky calculation based on you, right? So yeah, it is kind of messed up. But okay. I just don't know what visually it looks like. But it will shoot out whatever it is for 4 strike at one of the creatures that can see. That is, for all intents and purposes, our first attack, but it will miss. But you don't know.
Okay.
You're not seeing it.
Rock is done. Draco can't really do anything at the moment besides wait for terrible things to come through the door. So Draco's done.
All right. Before we get to Salix, our retainers will move. And they will go up into the building and hunker down. Salix.
Okay. I think, man, I'm going to maneuver just a little bit around to see if I can, to see what I can see, and
Yep.
to perhaps find a good vantage point through the wall to, since I have heard the large chicken. No, it's small. Never mind. Since I've heard the small chicken fire something out, I figure, well, might as well. All bets are off. I don't have anything selected. Hold on. Can I? Can I? Oh, okay. That was not what I wanted to do. My keyboard seems to be on the fritz a little bit here. I might need new batteries. Okay, I wanted to move here, and then here. And I think I want to be. Oh. I do not have a good line of sight on that guy. So probably not a good one to actually go for.
Yes. You could shoot through the cracks. They would have cover. They would have cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that
it'd
guy
be
in
like a
particular
plus.
is quite well
Yeah.
covered.
I forgot to look at this. And I'll give you a specific number. I would say half cover, so a +2 bonus to their AC.
Okay. Specifically because I'm shooting through the holes in the wall.
Yes.
And like, there's a part of me that doesn't like unexplored bits of maps, wants to keep moving left, but I think I'm going to pop back this direction just a little bit here so that I can actually see somebody again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I am going to cast Magic Stone. And stone this guy in the face, hopefully. Trying something new than my Thorn Whip, apparently. Let's see here.
All right, and let's just verify here. You do not have a sling, so let me import that for you. Yeah, because that would be something that you would definitely have. So let me get you a sling.
Cool.
Because then you can use that to roll. And then let me also turn off one thing.
Do I get any bonuses for owning an actual like David and Goliath style sling in real life that I use to skip any shaped rock off of water with multiple skips?
Hmm. No. But
Just
I would say based on circumstance, and what you're looking at, it is standing up straight next to this tree or in front of this tree. It is facing the door. So I would say, based on the fact that you are technically unseen in this particular scenario, you have advantage.
okay. Cool. So let's see here. I'm rolling with this sling or with magic stone.
Oh! I didn't
What
realize
am I-
Magic Stone had an attack. Okay, go ahead and use Magic Stone.
Oh, okay,
Go ahead
okay.
and attack with that.
Cool.
Yep, that's my fault.
So roll at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
8.
Ouch. Ouch.
That will miss. I will say, you don't aim true enough, and it hits the post. Doesn't get through.
And so long as it doesn't ricochet back in my face, which I
No,
assume
it
would
just
be
falls
just a
right
nat
to the
one.
ground. It just falls right to the ground.
And now,
But at least you didn't lose your stone. You can reuse it.
retrieve it. Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else?
Hold on a second here. Let me.
Sorry. Could you
What?
say that again?
I was not talking to
Excuse me,
you.
Siri?
Wonderful voice.
I'm sorry, Alexa.
My,
Oh no, you're gonna activate everyone's things.
Alexa. Play Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh no, stop it.
my watch likes to just start randomly listening, and it's like, I didn't understand what you said, and I'm like, I didn't. What am I looking for here? Oh, okay, spellbook. I think, I think that's probably gonna be it, basically, because I don't have any other. I have one bonus action, and it's not useful in this situation. So,
All right, very good. Zilis.
you're under a tree.
Zilis, you're muted. Maybe.
Oh, no,
Sorry. What?
Oh, okay.
This is your turn.
Right. I definitely knew that. Okay, so they went inside there, which is amazing. Good listeners.
We are paying them to listen to us.
Yeah, I'm getting my money's worth out of it. Or Svamp's money's worth.
Mom's money's worth. Right.
Since they're not through yet, I can't do a whole lot. And I can't quite see any. I mean, none are through the gate yet, so I'm just gonna I'm on select thingy. Hang on, select token. Boom, move over just a foot, or 5 feet, and I would like to just prepare Ray of Frost to shoot at the first gnoll who walks through the door. Over here. That's basically all I can do at this moment.
Yes, and you would be aware that you have blockaded this door. Thus, it is likely that it will take them.
Oh, true.
Hopefully, it will take them a few moments to get in.
Fair. That is true. Okay, scratch that. I'm going to run up here and go over here. And I'll use cunning action. I'll use cunning action to get over here. And can I go
Okay.
inside this building?
Yes.
Looking for a way out. Oh my goodness.
As you push through, it appears to be an empty room with no obvious exit.
This place sucks. Okay. Well, I'll stay here then.
Imagining the short blue guy running around, slamming open doors. This place sucks.
I'm gonna feel so bad when somehow this guy opens the door and there's just a bunch of Gnoll puppies somewhere.
That's what I'm dreading, but honestly, at this point, I don't care what I open up.
Just a bunch of Gnoll puppies after we slaughter their family, or they slaughter us. One of the two.
Guys, I found the daycare.
No.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Is there anything at all? Goodness, silent image. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. So yeah, I'll just end my turn there as I sling open this door to a disappointed.
This place sucks.
I hate this place.
It takes us to Svamp.
Alright. There's a dude, like, right beneath me.
Yes, it is accurate. He is, yeah. You're about 15 feet up, so.
And how tall are Gnolls?
Medium, so, at most 5 feet, I would think.
Oh, they're shorter than I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
If I crawl down 10 feet to bite at him, will that give him an attack of opportunity?
I take that back. I believe Gnolls are about 7 feet.
Okay, that sounds more correct. Question still stands.
Right.
If I crawl down, that will give him attack of opportunity?
If you crawl down, like back inside?
No, crawl down to him to bite him.
No. Because you're outside of his you're outside of the Gnolls melee right now. So you could you would just get into its melee. So no attack.
Okay, I would like to crawl down and then bite this guy. I'm gonna give him a chomp.
That's a lot of teeth for a spider.
Yeah, you know.
All right. So yes, you're getting to ground level basically.
About 7 feet above ground level. I'm going for his head and neck and shoulders.
Okay, that sounds good. So yes, back is turned to you. Go ahead and roll stealth real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Stealthy spider, come
All
try.
right. Then please
Spider
re-roll
sounds
that
like it's gonna be
that
eight.
bite.
Okay.
We will take the higher of the two numbers. 19. Okay. Yes, because it doesn't see you. So yes, you have advantage. 19 will connect.
Okay. Woohoo.
For 15 damage. Jesus. All right. Yeah, you were gonna bite down on this guy, and you can see it is prepping the shield, prepping the hilt of the longsword. They just seem to be waiting for a moment, just focusing in on that door. But you were gonna get behind the back of its head, right in the back of the neck, and you were gonna pierce down. And yeah, let's verify one piece of this.
This isn't as good as the
So-
regular giant spider. He doesn't have cool, like, poison or whatever.
Are you sure?
Do I not? Do I?
Well, I
Oh.
mean, you're using the giant spider wolf or giant wolf spider stuff. I would imagine it'd be the same thing. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I mean, you rolled the
never
d6
mind.
for piercing. So that is a 6, which was a crit, and 8 for poison damage. So yeah, you're gonna bite down, and
Cool.
as you do, you let go. It is gonna like slap the back of its neck and start to turn and look up towards you, and it is gonna drop.
Sorry about that. Yay!
It is
All right.
it is dead.
I would like to scurry back up my tree, please.
Svamp just out
Sure.
here one-shotting people.
I like
Yeah.
being a spider. I've always liked being a spider.
So these things at most have 15 health, is what I'm understanding.
Well, that one.
Yeah, well, that one.
Are you gonna stay on the outside, or are you gonna go inside?
I am going to go not fully inside, but back to where I was.
Okay. I'll put you right. I'll put you
Whoa!
right here. you go.
I moved.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll put you right there. Okay, so yes, this guy is gonna drop. Do you see blood splatter?
No.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Okay, cool. Just wanted to verify. Very good. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Holy.
All right. So as of this point, you were no longer stealthy. Your action definitely was seen. You'd be aware of that. You're starting to hear a bit of a rumble of voices. So yes, at this point, I am still gonna give you half cover, so you'll have a +2. But first of all, this guy is oops. Let me get back to public. There's a gnoll with a longbow is going to shoot at your general direction. You're unsure of what it is aiming at, though.
Okay.
But regardless, it just kind of like fizzles and hits the middle of the post. It's gonna quickly notch another arrow. 14 and a 14 is going to hit the rock. And I don't remember what the rock does, but the rock is going to die.
Yeah, the rock basically poofs back into his gym. That's what happens.
Rock is
I have
gone.
to spend time to reforge him, basically.
Yeah.
That's at least as
So
far as
yeah,
I'm aware.
you've got a mechanical bird then that needs repair. Okay, this next one is going to shoot at the spider. You've got a +2. All while that this guy is just yelling at everyone else. So a 17 and a 20 will connect. Let's get a first damage. It will be 6 piercing.
No.
The next damage will be 10, so 16. Yeah, 16.
I am no longer a giant wolf spider.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw from Svamp.
Yep. Okay. Dexterity.
We're 15 feet up. 3. Okay. You wanna
No.
do you want to retain that 3?
No.
I give
really
I mean, you wanna-
inspiration.
Please, yes, thank you.
I gift her my 1 game inspiration.
Yeah, you would see the spider start to fall and transform as it gets double shotted with an arrow. Yes, you can give that inspiration. So,
I scream
Svamp,
out to friend
please
Swamp.
reroll.
I scream out to friend
13.
Swamp.
Okay.
At least
Worry not.
better.
You can do it.
That's at least not a broken leg.
Yes, you were 15 feet up and fell with a 13. You were able to like readjust yourself and grab a hold of something before hitting the ground. And yeah, you are. Yeah. But you are. You are safe. You are gonna start to hear the. Actually, in common, you're gonna hear out. You're gonna hear rather, as one of them calls out. There is no escape. Your spider is gone. I don't believe we were after you, but if you continue to fight, we will take you out. And that is their turn.
Back into a spider so bad, Drake. I want to be a spider again so quickly. just
Draco.
hubris.
Wait. They're seeking diplomacy.
Well, they're after someone else, not us, but they're still being big bullies. And they think that I can't be a spider again. I want to be a spider again. Just 'cause
I would just like to say, Bex, can you imagine their disappointment if they kill the giant spider and a giant kin is what replaces it?
A giant what now?
Kin. Like a tall...
A giant chicken.
You.
Oh.
Kin. K-I-N.
A giant kin.
Well, they won't know that that's what replaced it. They'll just think that I was also back here. I'm just imagining if I ran over here and popped up again as a spider, and they're just like, "Wait, what?" Huh? All right, I guess we can ask who they're after. I guess.
if it's
Draco.
Moira.
It is
selling
Draco's turn.
Oh jeez.
But yes, you heard a voice. It was in common, bit gruff, but it sounded like they're not necessarily interested in fighting you, but have already taken out 2 of your members and are willing to continue if that is what you wish.
Draco is going to call out, still in common. Your actions belay your words. This unit does not believe them. You have already assaulted us twice, and you shot first when you attacked my familiar / homunculus. Give proof of your neutrality.
I can just see the glazed over look in their eyes at all the big words.
Yep.
Crap, common is my second language.
It actually is.
Okay. Are you doing anything? Or are you waiting for the response?
Well, that was the primary thing. Second thing I'm going to do is I am going to cast a spell, but it is not an attacking spell. I'm going to go ahead and go kaiju with enlarge and reduce just for preparation.
Okay.
I'm going to make myself larger and stand ready at the door should they try to burst in.
All right. So you're gonna embiggen yourself.
Yes.
Let's do that. I think. I didn't do it. Didn't do what I was hoping for. Give me a second. Actually, before I do that, let me make it big. Okay. You get big and not quite clearing the top of the wall, but damn near close. Anything else you'd like to do?
In order to get my point across, I am going to what I just said. I'm going to poke my head over the top of the wall and make my demands known with a big snarl, very angrily, because they shot my bird.
Yes.
I
I have no way. I have no way of doing this right now. But I would just gonna kind of push you over to the side. This is what you would see as you look up.
Wonderful. We're surrounded.
Okay. All right, Salix. You're gonna hear a door close behind you.
Oh.
Otherwise, yes, the sound of the stone hitting the post, you would be aware that this guy is definitely eyeballing you, and has shifted that way,
Seems
kind
fair.
of out of view.
Seems fair. I'm going to call out, if not us, then who are you after? And I'm going to glance nervously back at the large tree in hopes that it is not indeed the large tree that they are after. Um.
Okay.
I think that's really, I think that's going to be the extent of what I do.
Zealous.
I might hold on. You said a door closed behind me?
Correct.
Boy, that
I
makes
would
me
say
nervous.
just passive
Okay.
passive perception. You would just assume that it is the two retainers that have gone in, but have gone back to close the door.
Okay.
You've got a pretty decent passive perception. You didn't see any movement in your periphery. It's possible, but at the same time, it is likely the retainers.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, Zilis. You see Draco get super big. I'm gonna move Draco back. Draco's super big. It has instructed them that they attacked. Salix, seemingly similar a suggestion. How can we trust them? But what would you like to do?
Well, this place might have just got slightly more interesting, but I still can't really do anything. So, I'm gonna continue doing what I have been, and I'm gonna rush over here.
Okay.
To this place and bust in here and hope it's not a daycare.
It is empty. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
I really
Ooh.
want one of these to be a daycare now. Just because I want to see Gnoll puppies.
I don't.
Yeah, you look in, it appears to be empty. There's tall grass. You're not seeing any obvious exit out of here.
Dang it. All right.
Pre-made exit out of here, that is.
Pre-made. Okay, idea. With my +2 intelligence, could I guess that this is the outside wall in here?
Yeah, I think that would be easy enough to gauge. Like
Okay.
just standing here, you see that this post connects with both buildings. So yes, very very likely. And knowing that you were like here, you could see this post connected those two buildings. It is very likely that this is the back wall. That these walls go right to the, yeah, these are basically the reinforcement walls.
Duly noted. So if it comes to it, we can have the dragon blast through or something.
I
all
do
right.
be having a lightning launcher.
Yeah, exactly. Just blast through the door. Or wall.
Question is, are there more things on that side that we haven't seen yet?
Yeah. Could I use... I'm pretty sure to go from there, if I did that to there,
20, 25,
that'd be
30,
45 feet. But could I use my action
40,
and then
45,
bonus action to
50.
dash?
So
75?
it'd be 75 total. So you've got I'll allow.
If I use bonus action and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to try to look through this area.
Yeah.
We will pause perception. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
we'll go ahead and put you in, but you've got another empty room.
As we bust through, we cut away.
Svamp.
Yes.
Actually, before we continue, so we've got one dude that is looking for an exit. Salix and Draco have both
Started attempting diplomacy, I guess.
Yes. It seems like diplomacy is an option here. You've been taken out as a spider, but that was technically after you had attacked as well, much like the homunculus servant. So, what is your plans here?
I'm turning back into a spider post haste.
Okay.
And I'm climbing back over like I didn't get taken out, and I'm insulting them.
All right.
Wiggling my little spider butt.
All right, very good. So I'm gonna move you.
I'm still spider.
I'm gonna move you here. I'm gonna bring the giant wolf spider back out, and
back up 15 feet, please.
yeah. So action turns into a spider.
Motion movement up 15.
Oops.
Don't put me in the ground.
Yep. That was the wrong direction. 15 feet to be able to peek back over.
Yep, and I might just do a little wiggle dance.
You would see that there is some movement. Do you want to do this stealthily, or are you flaunting the fact that you are still alive?
I'm obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flaunting. I'm not stealthy.
All right, so you're only going 15 feet up, so you can poke your multiple eyes out of the gate, but you're not actually climbing on top.
I guess I could go on top. I guess we could go on top and be full obnoxious. Why not?
Okay, so if you're gonna climb up full on top, that does leave you open for a response, an attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
okay.
now we are awaiting an answer.
Very well. So yes, that is action. That is partial movement. But okay, if that is it, Gnolls. Spider. You would see that it's this guy that's talking.
Okay.
Okay. So he's looking directly at the door, specifically the enlarged Draco.
Warforged Drake.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know that others are aware of you.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like holding his hand up. It's kind of like, again, just kind of like orchestrating. This guy has moved away from the gate, and
maybe a little nervous, that guy.
Yes. Bird shot first. Plus, we didn't know it wasn't a bird.
It's clearly made of metal.
So, your arms down, and we will talk. Otherwise, we continue. And I would say, the spider, you'd be aware that you've got a guy right here. You've got another guy that moves over here, and they're both holding nets. You've got another guy that is here, and another guy that has moved up. Again, holding nets. These two move forward, or at least they gather, and they have pointed bows at the door. They're ready to fire.
I don't like that they have nets.
What is
so again, just to rephrase, they are they feel like you have attacked first, and until you drop your arms and walk out, they will continue to fight, though they've only attacked since you've attacked. Otherwise, they haven't really done much of anything.
They attacked Rock as they came here.
Again, its wording suggested that it was unaware it was not an actual bird. But the cling of the metal and the poof would suggest that it was not a bird. So now they know. They're Gnolls. They don't. You're suggesting
they can only know what
intelligent.
they know.
Yeah, that's true. Draco, you are enlarged. They have suggested to drop your arms and walk out to end this battle and to talk. What would you like to do?
Have your men stand down, and I will speak to you one-on-one with distance put between both of our allies.
That sounds like a challenge. Um. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you were planning on doing this turn before I ask you to do something?
To make a point of it, the big logs behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Am I now big enough to move them?
I'll allow it.
Because I am technically a large creature.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I would say you would be able to pick up one of those logs by yourself.
Wonderful. I would like to pick up the nearest big log to me.
Mm-hmm.
And right before I do anything with it, I say, so you're aware, we are not afraid of you. And we will retaliate should you try anything. And then I chuck the log and have it land roughly, like, since I can see over, I'm assuming I'm still able to see over right here.
Yes.
I want it to land right here.
Okay.
Where it hasn't hurt anyone, but they get the point that I am strong enough to do things that they will not like.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna do two things here. First of all, let's roll athletics.
Okay.
19. Okay, very good. And then let's roll intimidation. 8. Are you
Can I get an inspiration?
Yeah, you can.
Beautiful. Okay, that's better.
16.
I'd love the idea of a giant kaiju being all big and bad, and then Gnolls being like, "That's not very scary."
Yes, but we want them to believe Draco is scary.
I don't
I
love
know.
that idea. That's terrifying.
Very funny though.
It's a problem for me if they don't think the multi-ton metal dragon thing is not scary.
Outside of this context, it would be very funny.
It would be.
All right, so we got a 19 on that strength check. And I'm using that to determine how good your aim is. So very, very good.
Goodness, otherwise I would have crushed that one dude.
Oh no.
We got a 16.
We will diplomacy smash.
We got a 16 on your intimidation check. So before we continue, Salix, Zilis, and Svamp, you would all be very aware of this conversation.
I would imagine it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and the fact that one of these logs is now gone, I think would also be very, very apparent.
I'm just staring in shock at my poor dead brethren, having been
Drake handled.
Yeah.
Chucked menacingly. So okay, but I'm curious, Salix, Zilis, Svamp, are you guys gonna do anything that would require initiative, or are you waiting to hear the response?
God, I wish so much that I don't have strong enough things to be a regular giant spider instead of a giant wolf spider. So I wish I could indicate that these guys over here have nets. I can't. Nobody speaks critter. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything I can do.
There's nothing that comes to my mind.
Nah.
Okay, so you're just waiting.
Yep,
Good
I'm
information.
willing to null with whatever happens.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, this is gonna be Nolly.
What? You guys are really stretching.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
just running between buildings still.
Perception checks from everyone who is patiently waiting.
Boom.
We got 12. We got 20 from Salix. We got a 13 from Wolf Spider against Zilis with a 12. Salix.
Mm-hmm.
As you are just kind of like pausing and you're looking over at DRACO, who is delivering this message. And I'm going to move DRACO back. And I'm going to open the door. That'd probably be easier. Door's not physically, but just for illustration purposes.
I do not consent to this yet.
Yeah. Salix, as you kind of look around, maybe you see Zilis just kind of like he gets head out and just kind of waiting. Doesn't have any weapons on him. Spider, you are aware is on top of that post, looking at DRACO and just looking around. Big tree is a focal point for you. That is what you were looking forward to. So this moment of pause, you kind of look back at that tree and you would see some movement in the tree above. Again, it is roughly, I would say, safe estimate would be at least 80 feet behind you. Another 50, 60 feet above. But yes, there is movement. You would definitely notice humanoids, weapons, holding weapons. We've got spears, we've got bows, we've got well, not spears, javelins. But yes, very well hidden, but there is just like a moment where you just catch it out of the corner of your eye and you watch someone walk around on a branch and move behind another like tuft of leaves. I would also say with that 20, not a crit, but still 20, you would also very hairy. The person who's moving is very hairy. But seems humanoid, walking on 2 legs.
And just to confirm, the Gnolls are also hairy and walking around on 2 legs, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Outside character. There are many hairy bipedal things in D&D.
Yes.
Burn them all.
But yes, I would suggest to you, Salix, similar to the Gnolls, but different. So yes, I think the first thing in your head is like, oh my god, is that Gnolls? But then the way they moved was different. And it seemed different consistency in the hair. Again, we're talking like 100-ish feet away from you, but yeah, you would get a sense that they're not here to attack. They just seem to be watching.
Oh, good. I was starting to get concerned you were going to be bringing in gorillas after me or something.
Yes.
Last
do-
minute addition, very quickly.
Gorilla is actually a monster in D&D. I don't know.
There is a gorilla land.
Yes, there's a gorilla.
They are
and I
now.
love it. I love it. Okay, Gnolls. Salix. Wouldn't see Spider. You would see Draco. You would see.
My brain is thinking of the Children of the Forest from Game of Thrones. Where my brain went.
You would see movement from the central figure. So Draco and Spider. Giant Spider.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys would begin to fall back.
Oh, goodbye.
Rick was successful for the moment, anyway.
Intriguing.
I would say they fall back a good 30 to 60 feet away, depending on how much time that would have taken them to do. But yes, they begin to fall back. They aren't running away. They're just moving backwards, back towards the river.
They're regrouping.
Yeah, Bowman is still has an arrow notched. But yeah, everyone is regrouping is a good term. It seems like they're huddling up, but further back. At this point, we'll go out of initiative order.
Okay.
So let's just go to basic conversation. We can move Zilis wherever you would like to go. Salix, you can meet back up with Draco. Spider, giant wolf spider, you can do whatever you want. You're a spider. I won't stop you.
Question.
I'll just run away.
Did you say what was in this room up here?
Oh,
Or is that just empty too?
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead and roll me another perception. I forgot. I forgot
Okay.
about that.
Let's go. Perception is right here.
13. Empty
Nice.
room.
Nice.
You do see this one in particular. The grass is gone. It is. It seems to have been carved out. It is the one of the largest buildings in here. And yeah, it appears that it could still be another residence. It has a bit of a divider that hasn't been set up yet. But for all intents and purposes, grass is gone. It's just a dirt floor. I would suggest to you that you would be able to see if you dug with whatever tools you've got available, you could probably dig under here.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll go free movement.
Hmm.
Ah, you
I
clipped
can't
it. You clipped it.
Oh,
roll me,
dang.
roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. I was waiting.
No.
I was waiting for it.
Oh no! What did you do?
Oh, he hit a trap.
14.
Oh.
14. You're able to catch yourself, but yes, the very similar trap over here.
Okay.
Man, I was hoping that would happen in a more dramatic moment, but not now.
Not during the regrouping phase.
Yeah.
Just walking
you're-
on back.
Yeah, you're able to your just leg kind of gives out and you realize there's another trap there, but yeah, everything is gonna fall down into this hole.
Dang.
But you're
Okay,
good.
that makes sense that that's there. That is there. Okay.
I think that's the most successful disabling of a trap we've had
Yes.
in this whole series.
Yep, that was definitely intentional.
Uh-huh.
You know, expert rogue here.
Let's go with that. Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, watch out for that trap over there.
Yeah, real quick, I'm just gonna move the giant spider back over on this side of the wall.
Yeah, I would like to climb down and become Svamp. Spiders aren't very good at talking. Whole thing. Yay.
So they have taken out 2 members of your party. You've
According
taken
to
out
them, yeah.
yes. You have taken out one of their members of the party. They are huddling up and regrouping about 60 feet away.
Draco said he would be the one to engage them in diplomacy.
Yeah.
So
Do that.
Draco's gonna stay in large and go sit at the big log that he just threw over the door.
Just so you know, I don't trust them. Even with this diplomacy idea or whatever, because I think their idea was that we would put down our weapons and then they would catch us in nets. Not that it would work, but I think that was their plan. So I don't trust.
So my question is, Draco too big for the nets?
Well, yeah, that was before you turned big. Okay,
Yeah,
they don't
I understand.
know. Just
I understand what you're getting at.
keep in mind, don't trust them. Don't trust.
I won't.
Okay, how
I still have booming blade ready.
Okay, so real quick, a net is a thing that you guys could have. It is a regular adventuring item, but it would affect a large creature as well.
Okay, still would affect me.
Yes. So, but before, so Draco, you had mentioned walking out and sitting at the log. Let's pause that thought and have this conversation in here before you do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, second question: does anyone have another enlarge reduce?
No.
No.
Absolutely
Darn it.
not.
I was
That is
hoping
not-
to become 16 times my size.
Yeah, no, that's not a normal thing that people just have.
Why? Artificers have it.
Yeah, you see any other artificers around, bud?
I'm fairly certain other people get it too, but it's whatever. I'm joking anyway. No. So, Unit Draco asks you all, tips, help, politics, not my thing. He whispers this under his breath.
Take him out at the knees.
Well,
This unit recommends asking questions and listening to answers.
see, I'm good at like everything but being persuasive. So
we've an antisocial rogue, a tree.
not exactly antisocial, but you know, it's not my strong suit.
Antisocial roguefish, yes.
Unsocial.
A tree held by a warforged who really has good life advice, but is not applicable in this situation. Svamp, who said take them out at the knees, so violent. And a 12-foot plus tall, 20-foot plus long warforged Drake, who is more or less a child.
Yup.
Yeah, we're gonna do great. We're gonna do great things.
I
Okay, here's
suggest.
an idea.
Go ahead.
I haven't. So what if you could buy us a bit of time? Maybe we could, like blast a hole in one of the back rooms because there's nothing in this place at all.
This unit thinks that might not be the best course of action. There was movement in the trees.
Yes, I'm aware. This
Behind
unit is
us.
also aware. Behind us, excuse?
In the large tree, there are other creatures. Probably not gnolls, but heavily armed.
Okay.
Unit or
Well, this
Unit
might be-
Salix. Can either you or ally Zilis find more info on who is back behind there?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
have
so-
been wanting to approach the tree for some time now. I could certainly take a closer look.
This unit suggests caution in your endeavors. While that's going on,
I do have
friend
disguise.
Svamp,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to take the course of action of aiding me in political speak or finding a escape route?
Just offer them a mushroom.
Yeah, that. I know that's usually my course of action, Salix. Probably not the best. Not the best. I'm pretty sure they're heavily carnivorous. But yes, I will be your backup, Draco. Yes.
Wonderful. So I guess we're having Salix and Zilis find out who's behind us while me and Svamp greet our guests at the front.
Nothing
Okay.
could go
I-
wrong.
Yeah, as a reminder, we do have retainers, so that we
Yeah,
do.
Yes.
can we have them start digging a hole wherever you said that was happening?
Well, real quick, Salix, as you look around, based on what you heard before, looking back here, this door is now closed.
Isn't it?
So
What?
Oh,
confirmed.
maybe it is. Yeah, okay.
So
Okay.
confirmed
They've
that the door is
so
closed.
thin.
All right. So we've got two people. So we've got Draco and Svamp, who are going to exit out of this place. And we've got two people who are going to accept as best they can of what's in the tree. Who's in the tree, rather.
Here's an idea. What if I climb? Can you climb, Salix?
Apparently, for reasons unknown to anyone, I have spider climb.
You know what? That makes total sense to me. I can just imagine. I could just imagine it's like zero gravity. He just treads up the side.
Yeah.
Just goes up and then just and then rolls on up the side of the tree. Yeah,
You just hit the 90-degree turn button on
Yeah.
Photoshop and you just stick them on the
Exactly.
tree.
exactly.
Okay, well, I
So-
was gonna suggest I climb up, but if you can do that,
Why do you have spider climb? That's
Yeah,
so
I'm curious now
stupid.
too. I'm looking.
Yeah, somehow it came with something. I don't know. It's been so long since I built this character.
I'll allow it
That's so
without question.
okay.
But I would be curious what's causing it.
Oh, that's so
So
funny.
would I.
It's
I
just
should have
applied to the
recorded.
treads.
I should have. Yeah. It's like magnet boots, except for trees.
Yeah.
That's basically
Um,
what I'm imagining.
my
So-
treads just
Oh,
emit spikes.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
you have a spell that allows you to spider climb.
Oh yes. Excuse me. Yes, I have the spider climb spell. I always have it though. Like
that is beknownst to you.
that is beknownst to me. Well, Yes, but I don't remember why.
Is it a class? Is it or not class? Is it one of your circle?
It is
Like a
always
could have-
prepared. Yes, I don't know why. We'll have.
Yeah.
Well, regardless,
I
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for now.
Okay. So you could climb up maybe one of the support like the wall or something and look over to get a closer look. Especially if you're a druid, you probably have higher perception than me.
I very well might. I have pretty high
Uh,
perception.
Is it more than +1? Because that's what I
Yes.
got.
I think I have +5.
Yup. That'll do it.
A little bit more, you know.
Did you say that the door was closed over here?
Yes,
Yes.
he did.
Okay. So then I can take a look at that while you climb up because
Okay.
But just to confirm, Salix,
it's
spider climb.
Mhm,
Why are you going? I'm sorry. Where are you going and why?
Okay. So, where exactly is the large tree in comparison to everything else? Like,
Behind
is it
you.
on the map? Like over
No,
here?
it is
Or
not on
it...
the map. It is.
Okay, it's like I can't make
direction is it?
It's up here
It's-
somewhere.
Yes, it's to the north.
north?
So
To the
it's a
north,
good 90 feet from you, as far as the base, and then where you were looking was a good 30-40 feet.
Hold on.
Yes.
So, okay.
It is off the map. Yes, it is off the map.
It is off the map. Okay,
Yes,
okay. Sounds good.
So it's like 90
go.
from you and then 30 feet up. So whatever that Pythagoras calculation is, I would imagine it's about 100-ish feet from 130 feet from you. Yeah. Or from
Right.
where you saw that movement.
Oh, that's an interesting. Okay. So 90-ish feet. So it's like back here was where I saw the movement, but like way up in the sky. Oh, I've placed a sphere.
Yes.
Fireball.
It is not where this sphere is, but yes. Yes, it is to the north of the map. So it's just off the map.
Okay. So going up the tree itself would be far more of an ordeal.
Well, what's your
Then-
intent? What's your intent here? Is your intent is to climb up and talk to these people, or is your intent to
mean-
just get in a higher surface to view?
Let me remind you what Salix did when faced with a body snatcher. Where he walked right up to it, was like, "Hello."
He's
So,
a
like-
curious little guy.
Yeah, there's a part. I mean, he wants to go to the tree anyway. So like getting to the tree and climbing up it would be solidly, I think, within Salix's character. But if it's that far away, that's obviously a little bit much. I would say that
It would take you a few turns to get there,
yes,
but
it would
again,
take
we're
a
out
hot
of
minute.
initiative order technically here. I still got it up
Mhm.
just to mark time, but otherwise,
I
yeah, if you want to get
think-
up there, it'd be at least 3 or 4 turns to get up there.
I think getting if I could get on top of like this building here, maybe, so that I could be closer to being able to see,
Yeah.
having a better vantage point, to see up into the tree,
Okay.
make that Pythagoras, oh boy, the
Yes.
triangle smaller.
To just view. You just want to view.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I want to observe, and depending on what happens, maybe attempt some sort of communication, but that can of course wait for later.
Okay, and Zilis, you are staying on the ground. I mean, you look at the door, you open up the door, the retainers are in there. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Do you,
They had-
are
they had
you
just
also
closed the door.
looking at the tree?
Yeah. I'll climb up. Can I? Oops, I'm in measurement.
Careful for more traps, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't remind
Yes.
me.
So okay. Realistically, you both can climb up.
Okay.
Go ahead and so it's only about a 10-foot climb. It's not that big of a deal. Can I
Should I
get
be casting spider climb?
well, if that's how you would like to climb up.
I mean,
But realistically, like you are difficult to ascertain.
I am a
Um,
problem child.
You're
Yes.
an enigma.
I would say no, don't cast the spell. Again, you guys
Okay.
rolled a 6. I'll say don't cast the spell. Zilis can help you boost you up there. Um,
Yes,
both
with
of
my
you
+0 strength. Let's go.
both of you roll me a perception at an advantage, and that is mostly because you guys are going to be spending the next few turns to look.
Perception at
Dang.
advantage.
I got
All
10
right.
with advantage.
Yes, that is terrible.
Yeah, it's a tree.
So average was 16 of that. Okay. So real quick before I do that, Draco and Svamp, you guys exit out of the building. So you pull the board out. You open up the doors. You walk out. Draco sits on the stump, or at least stands near it. They are still around. Okay, but a good at least 50, 60 feet away from you. So they're definitely closer to the river than they are to you.
Okay.
But I would say you guys would know there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total of them. So there were a dozen of them, but you had taken one down. But they seem to be just talking amongst themselves in a bit of a huddle. Not all of them are packed together. Some are standing on the offside. The ones with bows are standing off the offside. The one with the shield is kind of standing in between you guys and the leader. So again, just kind of like illustrate this. They are again much further away from you guys, but this is the general placement.
Okay, so the leader's being surrounded then by his minions.
Yeah. All right, 22. Salix. You got 22. Zilis, you got a 10. Total of 16. All right. Zilis, I'm sorry, Salix, you would be aware of the total amount of people there in the tree. But overall, you guys would both be able to gather that there is not necessarily like a ladder per se, but there is a way for to make it easier to climb that tree. They are on a branch that is technically kind of like almost overhanging this place, the branches overhanging this place, but they are. It seems like the ones that Zilis can definitely see are further back towards the trunk. But overall, you would know that there's at least 8 people there. The There is there's 2 bugbears. There are 2 well, let me take that back. There's 2 bugbears. There is 1 rabbit looking guy. You can see the ears. It reminds you of a rabbit. At least for Zilis's point of view. And there is 2 that definitely brighter color. Have a like a ring around their head, almost like a hat that looks like a sunflower. There's 2 of those. Zilis, you would be aware that there are 2 of those bunny folk, 2 of the bugbears, and also 1 additional thing that you're not able to grasp a full understanding of, but it appears again, it's quite far away. It is rather small, but it looks like a floating thing that almost looks like an elephant. The nose is kind of elongated, like a trunk. But it is kind of like floating near the trunk of the tree. But yes, Salix, you would definitely gauge 7 total. Zilis, at least 5 there. But generally speaking, all weird. It all comes off weird to you, to both of you. Can I get a history check from both of you? And Salix, roll that history check at a disadvantage because you are slightly, not totally, not technically, but you are kind of brain dead.
No offense.
Ouch! You didn't have to just come out and take
16.
that.
All right, 16. We got 16 from Salix. We got 17 from Zilis. Zilis, you'd be aware that the oddity of it. I mean, you both would gauge the oddity of it. Zilis, you would be aware of the internal reports from the Adventurers Guild that there are Fae trapped here. There are Fae creatures that are trapped here, unable to get home. And just the oddity of this would suggest that these are all potentially Fae creatures that are trapped here. Salix, I would think that maybe you would gauge that they could be Fae. But you would not have the information that Salix has from the Adventurers Guild.
Do they? My only other question is do they look hostile towards us in any way? Or are they just chilling?
Yeah. No, that's a good question. They are actively not fully paying attention to you. They're aware of you guys. They're not paying attention to you. They are paying attention to the river. That's their focus. So looking towards the river, towards the Gnolls. Because of that, yeah, Salix, you would gauge that maybe this is the people that the Gnolls were after.
My internet just tanked a bunch. You said they're not paying attention to us. They're paying attention towards the powwow taking place out front.
Yes, the river slash Gnolls. You'd imagine
gone.
that they're towards the Gnolls.
Well,
Yeah, he just died.
he just left the Discord.
There we go.
Shame.
Aha.
One more again. one more.
A third time, please.
Yes.
I hear that's the charm.
Salix, they are not focusing on you. They are focusing on the Gnolls and the river. They're facing the river. They seem to be focused. They're obviously aware of you guys, but their weapons are not aimed. They're more of like just holding it just in case. But yeah, it seems like they're paying attention more towards the Gnolls.
Are they aware that we appear to be aware of them?
That's a good question. Yes.
They know that we know that they know
Yes,
that we know that
they are.
exist.
They do know that you know that they know that you know.
So stupid.
Thank you for this important information. This will change the course of the whole campaign.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh.
And then we sat here and completed.
Yes. For those who are in front, they continue to speculate and formulate a plan. They have not moved. I would say it's been about 30 seconds.
Okay. I call out to the Gnolls, saying, "This unit has done as he's promised and come out for a meeting with your leader. Please present yourself now." State your business.
Again, roll an intimidation check or persuasion if you want.
I just
I
realized
am better at intimidation.
We've sent the two angry people out at them.
That seems accurate.
He's still snarling because they did kill Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we've sent you, and then the one who got shot down as a spider. We've sent you two with the grudges to go do the diplomacy.
Yeah.
So that was a 20. That was a
Just some
20
dancing
intimidation
fish boy and the
check.
brain dead robot.
And you guys roll me a perception or insight check. So
Okay.
Draco
Am
or
I better at? Yeah, they're
Draco
both the
and
same.
Svamp. Perception or insight.
Draco is very focused at the moment.
Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be perception for me. Oh
7.
No.
7.
Not doing great.
Svamp, you'd be aware that they begin to walk away. Draco, you would be aware that they begin to walk away. Some of them look towards you. Some of them look towards the big tree. But they all retreat and go back towards the river. Walk across the river.
Excuse me.
Yes.
The heck? What the heck? Hey, rude.
I'm trying to think if it's worth it to go ahead and not intimidate. What's the word I'm looking for? where you insult someone.
An insult?
Well, no, there's a word for it for when someone's running away.
Bully?
No.
You're dumb.
Uh,
That, whatever that's called,
Haunt?
taunt.
That's it. That's the word, taunt. And screw it. I'm down for it at this point.
Yeah, our friends are in that big tree, probably.
Yeah. So I'm down for it at this point.
Yeah, samesies.
I call out to them saying, at least I won't have to boil you. I would have had to make a laughing stock.
Okay. So we'll include that in your 20 intimidation check. But yes, they are gonna they're gonna retreat. They're gonna give up this fight and head back into the thick jungle on the other side of the river. And it doesn't take long for them to get out of view. But yes, you guys would be, or at least Draco, you'd be aware that they're acknowledging with eyes, with line of sight, your comments, your
My actions
your
will come
taunts,
back
yeah.
to bite me.
So you do get some
They will
shifty
remember
eyes,
this.
some squinted eyes at you, but they decide to fall back and not continue the fight. But again, Draco, you are aware that some of them are looking up towards the trees.
All right. I still focused on the tree lines where they just went because I don't trust them. I not nudge because I am many times larger than I was. I get Friend Swamp's attention. Friend Swamp, they were looking at the big tree behind us towards where Friend Salix and Zilis went.
Yeah, you remember how Salix was saying that there's something up there, like
Yes.
little moving things? I think they don't like the little moving things.
Yes.
And to be clear,
Agreeing.
once they get out of view, you will revert back to normal size.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine by me. Anyway, I also go ahead and say it would be best to get our business done soon and probably leave.
Well-
Regardless, we should be prepared for ambushes at all times.
That's yes, we should be prepared for ambushes, but I don't like bullies.
I am tree. I am not bushes.
You're talking about bushes? Wait, what?
He
Swamp
just
said she doesn't
called-
like bullies.
He hit us with a pun. It's
Oh.
with an ambush pun.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of the ambush pun.
Am tree, not ambush.
I thought you were talking about the laughing stock thing because they were gnolls.
No.
That was good too.
Loon swaps pun words very quickly.
That actually wasn't meant to be one.
As you guys retreat yourself back in to regroup, Salix and Zilis, you would both be aware, not necessarily of the retreat of the gnolls, but a retreat and stance of the people that are in the trees. And they begin to make themselves known. And one of the rabbit type folk, stands up on a branch and waves to you.
Salix will wave back with various branch limb things.
And since that's probably not visible, I'll give it a little.
No, you would see. Yeah, you would see the waving on. That would be very obvious to you.
Yeah. give a little wave.
Okay. And they begin to start to climb down.
And I'll do the same back into the courtyard. So we got some folks possibly headed here. Likely more friendly.
Friendly is good. I like friendly.
I saw some bunny folk.
But buns?
I don't know. This place is weird. We just got attacked by dog people, so I guess there are
Hyena.
bunny people too. Same thing.
No.
Very
no.
different. Very different.
I'm gonna start calling sharks goldfish. See if you like it.
I'm not a fish.
Hyenas
so I
are
don't
more
care.
closely related to cats than dogs.
Hey,
That's a thing Draco would know. Uh-huh.
It's just the truth.
I know. But that's a very out of character fact.
Unit Draco, catch me.
I can just imagine. Salix jumps from the roof and lands on Draco's back, causing him to just splay his legs out from the sudden increase in weight.
I just imagined you hear like catch me and then it's thud.
Yeah, no, that's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So again, this tree is not connected to this place. You got Zilis and Salix, you'd be aware. It's not connected, but it is very close. So would you all walk towards exit out of here and walk towards the tree?
We need our retainers first.
No, I would be spending the time rolling, thank you.
You guys can do that.
It'll be
Unit
no
Draco's
walking.
gonna go over to the retainers, knock on the door where he saw them go, and just go, Unit Draco has news for you. The Gnolls have retreated for now.
Yeah, they both look very pleased with that that message. And yeah. So
On the
we
bright
are
side, we got new
continuing.
friends coming.
We are continuing our expedition, or no?
We're gonna make one possibly pit stop. We're not sure if they're friend or foe, but we think they're friendly that are coming here.
I think we're
anybody
still
else wanna
strong
do-
enough at the moment. We could fight a group if need be.
It only looks like there were a few people, so I only think it's like 4 or 5 coming.
I'd
if
rather not fight them.
there is more than 2 bunnies, there are a lot of bunnies. I have to tell you something about bunnies.
They are good at multiplying.
If you see more than 2 bunnies, there are probably many, many, many bunnies.
Unit Draco, how are bunnies good at math?
I'm not.
Unit is not quite sure. Friend Svamp has made this well known, though.
No, I'm not explaining to Salix how this works.
So my
This
question
unit is not 12.
Yeah, my question is: are you guys remaining in camp and waiting for them to arrive, or are you meeting them halfway? Are you going to the tree?
Meet them.
Where do you think Salix was headed? The whole time. Only one
My
direction.
only problem
He
is
just has an excuse now.
my only issue with staying here is the Gnolls know we're here.
All right, then let's
Yes.
go.
And if they weren't, so I think this would be on all of your guys' minds. If they weren't after you, which seems to be the case, you leading who they were after potentially would be problematic for sure. You could be leading them to death if you led them here.
Yeah, so let's not stay here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I say we go around and meet them.
All right, so we don't have a good map.
My unexplored map.
Yeah, we don't have a good map of this. But yeah, basically, you guys are gonna head out of the camp, the little village, hamlet, Thorpe, if you will, and you exit the walls. You head back towards the tree. You guys are going to see a few different things. So let's bring you back over to here. So again, you're gonna see a I want to just plop them on this map. Move them over here. So they're right above you guys on this map. But that way you can see tokens. But you got two rabbit type folk. You've got two bugbears. You have two that conspicuously look like sunflowers with faces and feet and arms. And then you've got one that is floating, and I think you'd all be aware of like a general elephant type look, but it looks like a flying elephant. But you would meet them at the base of the tree. Now, before you guys get there, just kind of illustrating visually, mentally, I guess, theater of the mind here. As you guys walk out, and you walk towards the tree, it is thunderous as far as volume of this water, this river. But as you get around this area, you would see that the river splits right around the tree. So some goes towards the river that you guys followed, but a majority goes into a big hole, big cavern, right at the base of the tree. There's like a huge waterfall, and I would say you guys could get close enough to see that it goes about 30 feet down into like this just hole in the ground. The other thing you would notice is that near the waterfall, there are stairs that go down into this area where the water spills into. But yes, this is all pretty much at the base of the tree. So the tree is not on solid ground, sort of like it is visually, but then yeah, there's obviously this huge hole there as well that goes underneath the tree. But yeah, you would see this small grouping of Fae type creatures that you would all be familiar with as far as the concept of Fae being trapped here. Maybe these people are a part of it. Let's see, that's 10:20. This will be where we end.
Oh my goodness.
What a session! My goodness.
I don't have words for the nonsense that has occurred. And I say that with every meaning of the word because we made no sense. Especially Draco.
It was an interesting fight.
Yep.
if you could call it that.
Draco didn't even throw a punch, he threw a log.
I did fighting. I did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You did the noms.
Yeah, there
I
were
ran through and opened doors.
Yep. It's very defensive, and that's okay. Yeah.
I threw open so many doors.
Yeah,
It's all empty, all abandoned. That's so crazy.
We're all here defending the wall while you're back there going, "Ooh, this house looks nice." What is this one?
No, what he was doing was going, does this house have a bathtub full of water? No, dang it. Does this house have a bathtub full of water? No, dang
Is there a trap door here to run away in?
You see,
These
what I'm
places
getting from
aren't
this-
furnished.
What I'm getting from this is you had Draco the angry boy this time.
No,
You
Draco was
had
very angry.
you had Salix, who's in the state that Salix is in. You had Svamp, who was a spider, and then you had Zilis left, and who was going around throwing open houses. And I think that means that with the state that the rest of us were in, he was probably the most adorable out of the lot of us.
It's kind of weird because we were all
Adorable.
normally there's this thing called cohesion that happens. We
No.
were everywhere tonight.
No.
What's cohesion?
You work together, teamwork.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Things make sense and work together.
we divided what we were doing, and there was no
Yeah, we divided
redundancy
in
amongst our
The
tasks.
the first half of that fight, Draco just stood there, not able to do anything. Because he's like, I don't know what to do. I can't go out because that would open the door.
Alrighty. Good session, Beard. Thank you.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Everybody listening live, we will end here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, agentsofbeard.com or mightybeard.com. They both lead to the same place, coincidentally. And that's where we'll leave it. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah!